Everything around me, cream, get the money, dollar dollar bill, you're welcome everybody to another episode, a live episode of Savage Crypto. Here with me, Suppoman. In today's video, I am going to be taking a look at a cryptocurrency that I just can't escape from right now. It's just following me everywhere. I can't go anywhere on the internet. It's right here. Look, right in front of me. Look above. It's there. I can't get away from it. So if you are excited to learn about Bitconnect, if you're excited to have my take on it, you've probably had, you know, little bits of me giving my opinion. But if you finally want to know my full take on it, using my savage analysis, the pros and the cons, why you may want to invest, why you may not want to invest, and my final rating, then smash up the likes, give us a like spike. Let me, in the meantime, just make sure that I am live, because that was an epic intro. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to Suppoman, but you found this video, whether you're a Bitconnect fan or not, subscribe, because you find out about all cryptocurrencies on this channel. So, am I live? Am I live? Yes! There's 297 people watching. Thank you very much for joining me today. So, let's have a quick look at the market before I enter the main nub of this video. Okay, so let's have a look today. Let's have a look at the market cap. The market cap is an all-time high. It's the best ever. It's a very, very pleasing sight today looking at CoinMarketCap. The BTC dominance, it was over 60% last week, and it's going back up again because Bitcoin is back over $7,000. It's back, for goodness sake. Wow, come on. There were people that were saying, oh, Bitcoin Cash is going to take over. Rubbish. Rubbish. Complete rubbish. Bitcoin is king and Bitcoin is back. It has, like with everything, okay, Bitcoin is like the #1 target for enemies and for wars, okay? So, when you got Jamie Dimon coming on and saying, oh, you know, I reckon Bitcoin's a scam and all this crap and spreading FUD, you couldn't kill Bitcoin. You tried and you failed, okay? Well, actually, I don't think you did try. I think you just brought the price down so you could just buy a heap load more. And then you got China. They, the second largest economy, they can't beat Bitcoin. They tried and they failed. And then South Korea, they tried and they failed. It can't be beat. I can't be beat. I won't be beat. That's from the Rocky series, by the way, if you watch Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang. Anyway, so Bitcoin has once again showed its power. It showed, I can't be beat, peeps. Don't even try. Ethereum is in a much better place than it has been recently. It's now moved up towards the mid-300s now. Bitcoin Cash is losing value. Ripple's being Ripple. It's around the early 20 cents. Litecoin shifting somewhat up from $60. Dash has remained strong above $430. That's amazing. Neo has been at $29, but it's gone down slightly. But most things are rising today. Lisk, look at Lisk go. Now, yesterday I told you they were adding support in the gaming industry. Well, that's obviously had a really good impact on Lisk's price today. Look at it go. $8.16. Now, this is one I covered in a previous Savage Crypto episode where I said this is going to be the Ethereum for mobile. You know, so get behind it. At that time, it was at a good investment price. And I hope that you did get behind it, because now you'll be reaping the rewards and the gains right now. EOS continues to absolutely thrive. It's still growing. It's not showing any signs of stopping. Okay, EOS is a lot like Bitcoin Cash in a way, because EOS, everybody just lost belief in it. You know, it was, you know, during the crash in September, or yeah, and beginning of September during the crash, it was one of the biggest fallers. It lost so much value, went way below its ICO value. And Bitcoin Cash, similar, went to $300 or something, having been at $600-700. And now it's unstoppable. The only difference is that Bitcoin Cash is slightly falling. And guess what? Look, Bitcoin is up, and so Bitconnect is up. The two are interlinked. When one goes down, the other goes down. When the other goes up, when it goes up, the other goes up, as you can see here. People say, cover Populous, cover Populous. So Populous is basically this invoicing kind of platform. I've not really looked at it much. I mean, when people say, why don't you look at Populous? Because I don't really look at Populous. I didn't get involved at ICO stage. I looked at it and I get attracted to sexy projects, and Populous didn't seem that sexy, but it's obviously getting sexier. Steam is getting up towards $1. Salt lending, well, that's never really got back to where it was. Vertcoin's still in the kind of $4 area. 10x is still being 10x, and it's still where it was. So in a lot of instances, some are just not really moving that much. You know, based on looking at yesterday, it's not moving that much. Walton is at 515, which is low for Walton. Raiden is one that I'm looking to cover perhaps this week, if not next week. Metaverse is on the cusp of $3. It's good. Bitcoins has gone up very, very nicely. And, you know, it's in the lead up to the market news. The market news is coming, peeps. The market news is coming. And this is so flipping exciting. I've been salivating since the day I found out what it is. And believe me, I think you're going to absolutely... It's brilliant. Anyway, no more. I'm sworn to secrecy. Power Ledger had a really nice rise earlier today, and it's gone down a little bit, which is a shame, but I think that this is the beginning of Power Ledger. I've heard something about Power Ledger today. Can't really say anything. More will be revealed soon, maybe in a couple of days' time. So anyway, yes. So anyway, on the whole, things are looking up. Things are looking great. So, when I go on YouTube, when I go on CoinMarketCap, I get this bloody advert. That's all I see. At the end of the day, what matters right now in cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. I mean, all the altcoins, they're trying to... Everybody's on the lookout for the next Bitcoin. You know, we're all hoping, we're investing in the coin that in a few years' time is going to be the next Bitcoin. That's what we're all hoping. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is number one. It's the main cryptocurrency. So it's the one that everybody's kind of interested in. It's the one that fuels interest, okay? And Bitcoin is the reason why this company is absolutely thriving right now. Now, when I go on YouTube, all I see right now are Bitconnect ads. That's all I'm seeing. This ad is coming up all the time with this woman saying how much she's made in Bitconnect loans. Comes from the same guy, Craig Grant. So if there are two people that are the kind of evangelists of Bitconnect, it's Craig Grant and my good friend Trevon James. Okay, but Craig Grant, there's something untrustworthy about Craig Grant. I mean, it just seems like, I mean, when you look at the descriptions, you know, join via, you know, X referral link, or if you just look at Craig Grant's, I mean, this is one that I've also seen on some ads. I think it's this one where he's basically saying how much he's making in, you know, Bitconnect loans and how much he's got and stuff. And again, you know, it's just to fuel that interest, the greed from people, okay? And ultimately, you look, because that's a kind of shocking headline. You kind of think, wow. You know, at the end of the day, cryptocurrency is all about, you know, let's make money. This is a money-making industry. This is where you can make incredible money through the volatility of cryptocurrency. That's why we're here. And so Bitconnect is just fueling on that. But what they're doing is they're giving a more guaranteed route to money, okay? But the main protagonists within the Bitconnect cryptocurrency are basically flogging their referral links so that they get paid money in referral links. Because when you look at Trevon James, when you look at Craig Grant, that's how they get the money. They're getting the money through more from referrals than they are from, you know, from lending. All right. So Craig Grant, Trevon James, and anybody else kind of getting into the Bitconnect space, they're really doing these headlines and these videos to get you to actually sign on to Bitconnect via their referral link. Okay, so it's just a greed-based promotion. Greed-based promotion, okay, which is never a good thing because it's just not done on rationality. It's done on greed, which is more of an irrational kind of emotion. So anyway, so this inspired me finally to put some meat on the bones. Instead of just saying, I don't like Bitconnect, or I think Bitconnect's a scam, or I think this, or I think that. Finally, I've put together a video, I've put together an analysis that gives you the full picture as I know it. The full picture as I know it. Okay, so that, therefore, is what we are going to look at today. All right, so where's my thingy-majiggy? Right, okay, let's just put that down. Okay, oh, sure, I had that ready. So let's get started, guys. So let's talk about Bitconnect. So let me just see if you guys are watching. Let's have a like spike, basically. A like spike if you are excited to know what my true feelings, my full comprehensive and true feelings are on Bitconnect. Because this is probably one of the most talked about cryptocurrencies right now. So guys, smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. Let me make sure that you can hear me. Yes, you can. Awesome. Right, now I do fully expect for people to not be a fan of this video, but at the end of the day, it's me being absolutely 100% honest. That's what you get out of me. Honesty, peeps. So what is Bitconnect? So I'm going to start off with why normal. What is Bitconnect in a nutshell? Bitconnect is a lending platform. You'll probably know this. It's not news to you. With this insane referral scheme. Both need to be acknowledged in the nutshell because it's a lending platform. That's what we all know it as. But the referral scheme is what has made it spread like wildfire because there's a double benefit. Not only do you benefit from the lending, but you benefit from getting people to sign up using your referral link and therefore giving you money. Sounds a bit Ponzi-ish. Am I right or am I right? So let's look at Bitconnect's positives. Okay, so let's be 100% real and honest about this because I'm not going to just come out and say flat out this is a shite cryptocurrency. But at the same time, yeah, I have to give a balanced view and say what's good and what's bad about it. So let's do the pluses. So it's the #1 lending platform in cryptocurrency. It's the one. I mean, there's Regal Coin, there's Salt. I mean, they're differing types of models. Okay, there's Fconnect. There was Bitpetite. There are quite a few lending platforms that exist in the space that people are really looking at as being the next Bitconnect. So Fconnect, for instance, that had a hell of a lot. That sold out at ICO. Really because people are thinking, you know what? This is going to start up at 50 cents. And, you know, Bitconnect, well, that is now nearly $300. So look at the immense gains. I'll make like 600 times gains on my investment, which is, well, unbelievable, really. So that's what people are looking for. They're looking for intense multipliers on their investment. So they all went to Fconnect, hoping it's the next Bitconnect, essentially. So this is the #1. This is the one that has fueled the interest in lending platforms. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because it gives it the kind of pride of place. So if this goes wrong, it spoils it for everybody else. So it has the, I suppose it's got the responsibility of being better than the rest and the most talked about than the rest, and therefore has the most to lose if it all goes wrong. So that's a good thing. Now, the whole point of Bitconnect is it makes residual income easy. Okay, so people go to it because they don't want to have to do or go through the headaches of short-term investing, short-term trading or investing, because that requires analysis, that requires some thought, that requires your emotions being put at stake. That requires technical analysis. It requires so many different components to get it right and to make it profitable. Whereas this solution is just offering you guaranteed returns. Guaranteed returns. You just put money in, you get insane returns. The kind of insane returns you get trading cryptocurrency generally. Okay? So the whole way in which they do it is from this interest model. Okay? This volatility interest model. So essentially, what they're offering on all of the different tiers is they're offering a 40% return per month on how much you've invested, and it starts at $100. So if you started with $100 per month, well, you would get in your first month, that's $40 you get back. So you put $100 after a month, you get $40. Okay. Now how it works is you basically put your Bitcoin on Bitconnect and you swap it, essentially, like exchange it for Bitconnect tokens. Okay, so anyway, so you put your $100 in and you get $40 back, which is pretty insane. Probably the most like insane interest rate until Fconnect came in, apparently. They've not yet started properly. So anyway, so you get $140 after you've received your 40, which then gets added to the pot. So you've got now $140 after your first month, and then you get the interest on that $140. So that's the compounding element of interest, okay? Because you're getting money to then earn interest on that money, making it a larger pot. So in general, this is a brilliant idea if it works and in principle. And then per tier, so there's 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 500, 5,000, no, 1,000 to 5,000, 1,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, or something like that, and then 10,000 to 100,000, something like that. Anyway, but every tier you go up, you get paid another additional kind of 0.10% per tier. Okay, so therefore it's just making you want, I suppose, to put in more money, because therefore it kind of, you earn more money straight off the bat. So there's compound interest gains. So that is one of the key benefits of the whole model. Now you're not lending to people, so it's lower risk. Okay, so if it's like if you like watch your normal TV adverts, when you're like lending money, you're lending it to people and then you're charging them an insane interest. But what if they just disappear off the face of the earth? What if you can never find them again? And you can't get your money back, essentially. So because you haven't got people in it and people are unpredictable, that element's removed. What you're essentially lending is you're lending to a trading bot. And this bot generates profit for Bitconnect for it to pay its users. That's how it works. So taking out the people, and basically you're lending to this bot, this trading bot that generates the profit for Bitconnect to pay its users. That is how the business works. So the more people going into it and the more people funding this apparent trading bot, the more profits generated, and they can fulfill, and they have done so far. I mean, this has been around for a while, and they have been fulfilling, they've been fulfilling their interest commitments. So, so it's been working, and you can see kind of why. The risk is kind of taken out of it. So this moves on to a second page of benefits. So as far as the Bitconnect, investing in it as a cryptocurrency, and it's not a currency as such. This is really for the lending purposes. It's not something you can use to pay with stuff, So, but in terms of the volatility, it's got a 2 million circulating supply. Now that's gone down a lot, and I think a lot of that is because, well, you can't really explain it. But anyway, so they got a 2 million circulating supply and a 22 million max supply. Last I looked at it, they had an 8 million circulating supply. So I don't know if CoinMarketCap's got it wrong, or I don't really know. But anyway, so this is the supply levels. So this is relatively low. You've either got kind of the 7 figures or the 8 figures. That gives volatility. So, as more people are locking their money into Bitconnect tokens, that is generating, more value. And of course, the way it works is that your money is kind of locked in, and the only exchange to get Bitconnect tokens is Bitconnect site itself. So, that's why, it's not really getting traded as such. It's not really it's a token that's locked in, so it can't really lose the value. It really loses the value when Bitcoin loses the value. That's how it works. So it is very odd. Bitcoin is king, right? And this maybe is reason number one. Okay, so at the moment, Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency delivering gains. People are saying, Bitcoin's going to be, I said it yesterday, Bitcoin's likely to go over 10,000 by the end of the year. Next year, it could be worth 25,000. The year after, 100,000. The year after that, 300,000. You never know how much for one Bitcoin. And so the whole reason why people go after Bitconnect, or people invest in Bitconnect, is to earn more Bitcoin. Look at Trevon James. He said he's got $1 million in Bitcoin. That is a big draw for people wanting to get a piece of the action. People see, oh wow, how can you have 100 and something, 128 Bitcoin through this site, without having to, invest in cryptocurrencies and then cash it out into Bitcoin. No, you can earn it much more easily. So because of the greed, because people want more BTC, because it's the king cryptocurrency, more people go to Bitconnect. And it's always going to have more of an appeal than Fconnect, because people want more Bitcoin. Because ultimately, Bitcoin is going to be the most valuable cryptocurrency. So if you can get it easily, then why wouldn't you? Because it's so expensive, why wouldn't you try and get it through this means? And they can pay, because they can pay because essentially with the apparent trading bot, as Bitconnect increases with the value of Bitconnect, it means that there's the money there to pay people. So this is actually operating on a blockchain system, whereas other lending platforms do not. So they don't necessarily have the infrastructure behind the cryptocurrency to be able to pay people and to have a good working system. But this is based on a blockchain, so it gives you more trust, apparently. So anyway, so that concludes, I believe, the positives of Bitconnect. Okay, so I think that's quite a well-rounded. I think those are good positives. I think that covers a lot of the reasons why people go into Bitconnect, and mainly it is to increase their amount of Bitcoin. Because the more Bitcoin you've got, the more rich you are. Simple as that. So what are the negatives? There's no proof of a trading bot. Okay, there's no proof. You can't look anywhere. There's no code. There's no proof system for you to be able to see this is working. There's no proof it's even there. Now, I thought one of the most telling signs of this was actually listening to Trevon James himself. So let me just show you this video here. And this is a really interesting quote. So just listen to this. Let me just make sure the volume's up.
So how does Bitconnect work? Let me explain how Bitconnect works. Is there a trading bot, Trey? Where's the trading bot? How come they don't ever show the trading bot, Trey? Does the trading bot even exist? My opinion, no, I don't think there's a trading bot. I don't think there's a trading bot.
There we go. So from the man himself, one of the main promoters of Bitconnect, he himself does not think there's a trading bot. Okay, now why is this so damaging to know? Well, the main reason this is so damaging to know is because the trading bot is what's apparently generating the profit to pay users. Okay, it's what's generating the ability to pay this insane interest rate. So if there is no trading bot, where's the trust that the money's going to keep coming in? Where's the trust that this is a sustainable, this is a sustainable business model that after, however many days you need to have your money locked in, it's still going to be around and it's still going to be generating money, and there isn't some big exit plan in the back. So the anonymity behind how it works, the coding itself, and the proof of a trading bot and not being able to see proof of it working and no visibility for anybody to see how this is actually operating is a massive red flag. A red flag to epic proportions. And if Trevon James is saying it himself, well then where's the trust? Because I think what he's ultimately doing is he's trying to show proof that it works because it works for him. He's got enough, or had enough anyway, it had enough Bitcoin generated via Bitconnect to be a millionaire. So he's giving you he's kind of trying to establish the credibility. This is power. This is how it works. You can see proof in my earnings. This works. But if he on the other side is diminishing trust and putting the FUD out there and saying, I don't think, being even the #1 guy on Bitconnect on YouTube, if he is even saying that there's no trading bot, where's the trust? So, but he just keeps on increasing in subscribers. So obviously, people just don't give a shit. I don't know. Now your money is locked in for about 299 days. It all depends on really the tier that you choose. The more you invest, the less your money's locked, the less period your money's locked in for. Therefore, people are more, are putting in larger sums. And it's such a good model for Trevon James because the more people are investing large amounts via his referral link means he probably doesn't need to rely so much on the lending. And even if it did go kaput, then at least he's made a ton of money through referrals. Okay. Now I'm not trying to smash him up. I'm not destroying him. I'm not like saying Trevon James is cancer or Trevon James is a criminal. I'm not saying that. It's a system. It works and he's exploiting it, and rightly so. But I'm just saying that there are potentially other reasons other than the fact he's got such a big belief in Bitconnect to keep promoting Bitconnect. So your money's locked in and it's high risk. This is basically 3/4 of a year that your money's locked in for. That means that you've got to have trust that Bitconnect's still going to be around. Now, BitPetite, it's gone kaput. Okay, it's just went. All of a sudden, one day, put in BitPetite, no web address. Okay, no website, nothing. All right, so that could happen one day. That could happen easily one day with Bitconnect. Anonymity of the team. They don't showcase their names or faces or anything. In addition to anonymity of the team, there's also kind of like the credibility of the team. So they recently had this Bitconnect party, right? And I've seen the clips. I don't know if you've seen the clips, but I mean, it's just a bunch of cowboys, it seems like. I mean, it's just like hollering, Bitconnect, Bitconnect. It's like a massive headache. It's like GBH of the years. It's like, it's the most untrustworthy thing I've ever seen. And I know that, you know, it may have been done in jest or for comedic reasons or to get people hyped. Don't know. I sing, you know, but not that way. So not only is there anonymity behind the names, actually, if you look on Companies House, you can see the names and addresses. But they don't put it on the website. You got to dig to find the names, all right? But seeing how they present themselves in a public forum is a bit embarrassing. So anyway, so there's not only the anonymity of the team, but it's also the credibility of the team. And ultimately, when it comes to investing in a cryptocurrency, I like knowing who's accountable. I like them putting their faces forward as, if all goes wrong, blame me. If you need help, blame, you know, come to me. So I like that element of a cryptocurrency when I invest in it. And with the lack of that, makes me lose trust. You know, you need to really be sure of some of the things that you, I mean, you are gambling in a lot of respects with cryptocurrency, but the risk is increased with the certain removal of things or omittance of things, and the omittance of the team leads me to, but at the end of the day, look at how it's performing. So what do I know? Now, guarantee of returns is a massive red flag to me, because not only is that just, you know, when you see returns, you want to be kind of pleasantly surprised. You want to be thinking, right, this is achieving returns because it's high quality. That's why it's achieving the amazing gains in value and the amazing, you know, visibility it's got and marketing effort behind it, is because, you know, because it's a great crypto. But it's nothing to do with that. They are actually telling you prescriptively this is what you're going to get and letting you know that there's huge rewards. And that feeds off the greed, because that is how Bitconnect ultimately gets even more popular and develops this snowball, which it has already. You know, a few months ago it was much smaller. Now it's just like, it's like a massive, like, towering presence that is just like looming over you, saying, I am a Bitconnect. I am, you know, I am gathering more power by the day. You know, comply or die. And so basically it's feeding off people's greed, because it's just become this massive monster that is continuing to build momentum because it's feeding off greed, because of the guarantee of returns. And because it's actually achieving these returns in a lot of ways, it's just making the whole problem worse. Okay, much harder to ignore that Bitconnect exists. There is a risk of exit. Okay, so Bitpetite one day, a couple of weeks ago, just went, just boom, gone. Puff of smoke, just gone. All right. Even the developers that were working with the founders, they were just, or support staff, they were just like, where have they gone? They just left. We're in an empty office. They're nowhere to be seen. You know, now there's every likelihood this could happen with Bitconnect, because, you know, it's happened before. If they are, you know, if they have got so many people expecting high returns, there's this responsibility. They've got to keep bringing in the profits. And if one day they stop, what's going to stop them from just buggering off out of complete, you know, out of sight, out of mind? You know, what's to stop that? Now, they've got a lot of people who will be hounding them. So I personally would not want to be any of them if they just went bust. But you never know. They may emigrate to another country. You never know. There is a risk of exit because it has happened before. Now, although Bitpetite was new and it wasn't based on a blockchain and it was a high-yield kind of investment scheme, then that does kind of, there was more risk in Bitpetite than with Bitconnect. But that doesn't stop there being a kind of risk. And I mean, you know, the other day I showed a letter from Companies House saying that they dissolved the company, basically. They dissolved Bitconnect Limited. And so that raised huge alarm bells. Okay, now apparently they've changed the name, but I don't know. Why would you need to, is the question. That's really what it boils down to. So this goes on to a second page of negatives. as it would. So let me just make sure that I am still going here, and I'm keen to see what you guys actually think about this, because I wonder how many of you are actually in the Bit Petite gang. Are you Bit Petite evangelists yourself? Are you subscribed to Trevon James? Are you thinking this is going to be a big thing? So I'm keen to hear what you say. Okay, I'm not going to say you're wrong, you're an idiot, and all that kind of thing, because I understand why people think or feel the way they do. So don't worry. Okay. Anyway, so there's a big referral and affiliate scheme. That means that the marketing being drawn is based on hype and based on greed. It's not based on this is a great, this is a credible, trustworthy, legitimate website or platform or solution to a pain. It's none of that. Basically, the referral and affiliate scheme is what comprises the marketing and the hype surrounding Bitconnect. And of course, with Trevon James having probably more subscribers than box mining soon, with that happening, that means that his influence and the amount of people coming to him or coming to Bitconnect is just going to get even bigger. Like just a monster of hype. Okay, so this is a negative because it's spreading the wrong messaging about why you should invest in Bitconnect. So the referral and affiliate scheme, the way it works is that obviously Trevon James is the man at the top, because most people are joining through his referral link, and then the people that are joining through his referral link are putting their referral link, and more people are joining, and ultimately man at the top gets the most. So so this is a big reason why you got the Craig Grants and the Trevon Jameses, because they're the ones that are at the top, sitting at the top, making the most money through this multi-layers of referrals. So there's two reasons why the referral and affiliate scheme is actually just putting out the wrong messaging, the wrong marketing about this cryptocurrency. Now, this is probably one of the biggest areas of concern. Now, let's just say, for the sake of argument, you did actually invest in Bitconnect, okay? You lock your money into Bitconnect tokens, right? Now, what you need to do to subsequently turn that Bitconnect back into Bitcoin and have bigger Bitcoin holdings, how you do that is you convert. So you have to sell. You have to sell your Bitconnect for Bitcoin, right? Now, what if no one is looking to buy? What if there are less buyers than there are sell orders? Then there's going to be a ton of people holding the bag or going down with the ship that's sinking. Okay, they're like, please save me, take my damn Bitconnect, and no one will buy it because they got the Bitcoin. Why would I? Yeah, if the demand goes, if all of a sudden something bad happens, okay, let's say worst case scenario, big news story comes out, exit plan exposed for Bitconnect, and all of a sudden everybody wants out. And the people who would be entering in are the ones that help the people get out, right? But what if the people aren't entering in? They go down with the ship. So however much they've managed to save up, that will be gone and dead and buried. So that is a big area of concern. If it goes all wrong and you're locked in, or if you're not locked in, you want to get out, how do you get out? So that's something to definitely think about. Now, there are scam and Ponzi rumors everywhere. Okay, so one of the big red flags when I look in any cryptocurrency is I look for the abundance of scam articles. Okay, so I'll look on Reddit, I'll look on Steemit, I'll look on YouTube, I'll look on forums, I'll look everywhere to see how many times are people saying this is a scam, this is a scam, this is a scam. Now, if the amount of people saying it's a scam far exceeds the amount of people saying this is a legitimate website or platform, that is a huge red flag. Now, so many people say scam, 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 Ponzi, Ponzi, Ponzi. And even Vitalik Buterin of Ethereum has called Bitconnect a Ponzi scheme. So not only is it just people who may be jealous, because Trevon James says it, people who aren't in the game are jealous and they name call and they don't understand it and blah, blah, blah. But you got Vitalik coming on and saying it. Now, I know he's got his own interest in Ethereum. He doesn't really want people to be putting their money in Bitconnect when they could be putting it in Ethereum. But at the same time, he only really pipes up when necessary. Now, I know he said something really bad, apparently, in the last 24 hours. I'm not going to repeat what it was. But taking that out of I mean, that's almost like ruining this whole point. But, you know, people like Charlie Lee and Roger Ver, they are quite obviously tweeting or saying things to promote their own interests. Vitalik rarely does. So for him to come on board and say, Bitconnect's a Ponzi scheme, that's quite powerful. But what I will say is that everywhere you look, Bitconnect's a scam, Bitconnect's this, Bitconnect's that. Even Trevon James's title there, how long is Bitconnect really going to be around? So, you just got to be aware of the risks. And also, there was a news article that came out yesterday about the UK threatening to shut down Bitconnect. Okay, now this largely stemmed from the article I shared, but this is just what's the word? A precedent. Okay, a precedent, because if one country shuts it down for whatever reason, they stop, you know, the country's IP addresses or whatever being able to connect with Bitconnect's website, bye bye. You know, that will set a precedent in one place and another place and another place and another place. That precedent could have a massive repercussions on Bitconnect and the ability for you to get your money out if you're locked in. So taking all of that into consideration, of which there's quite a lot. In fact, there's one thing I didn't say, which is that Bitconnect does not have much in the way of a future roadmap. Okay, so let's just have a quickie look at the Bitconnect website. Now, what I will say about Bitconnect is that they have actually improved their website somewhat. Now, their website used to look like something created back in 2001. It looked really rubbish. And now they've made something that looks a little bit more respectable. But I mean, I was looking at the FAQs earlier, and you know, some of the English is still off. Now, considering that their English name's behind Bitconnect, based in the UK, some of them actually not far from me, you would think they would improve their level of English, okay? How does profit generated in Bitcoin lending? How does profit generated in Bitcoin lending? That should say, how is profit generated in Bitcoin lending? So, I mean, there are still the odd, you know, bits that make you think, that does not sound, you know, like this is kosher. And I showed you what it looked like on Fconnect. That looked bad as well. So anyway, so looking at the roadmap, we've got all these roadmap items. A lot of them, look, have not actually been satisfied. So if they're satisfied, they'll have a tick next to them like these ones. Some of them don't have a tick. That is an area for concern. They're not on track, or if they are, they haven't updated the website to say they are. And they've got nothing past November. So, you know, where's the progression? Where are they looking to be? What value are they looking to add? Or are they so behind on this they can't add anything just yet? So I don't know. I do know this has happened, so I don't know why there's not a tick there. But yeah, so just things don't add up, and when you're looking for legitimacy, when things don't add up, it's a red flag. All right. So anyway, so with all of that, at the end of all of this, with all of that considered, it's too unpredictable and risky. Okay, because I mean, right now it's working. Okay, it's working, and Trevon James is making a mint. Craig Grant's making a mint. Julia something or other in Craig Grant's videos making a mint. People in my mastermind group are making a mint. People on my YouTube comments are making a mint. You're making a mint. That's great, and I like that. You know, I don't want anybody to get burned. That's the last thing that I want. If I really wanted to do, you know, something proper about this, I could easily right now, I could go on Bitconnect and I could put my referral link and I can get tons of people joining Bitconnect thanks to me. I could also take advantage of this Trevon James style. Maybe I will. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that right now it's working, but your money gets locked in, and what's the guarantee that this is, I mean, there's just so much risk, there's so much danger around it staying open that at the end of the day, you don't know if the money's going to be there when it's time to cash out, you know? So that's it. So it's too unpredictable and risky, really, for me, for anyone. Anybody who gets in it, you know, at the end of the day, you just got to take that risk on the chin. And if you lose it, let's say you've made a load and you lose it all. You know, if you've put in 100 and you've compound interested it up to a lot of money after 290 days or whatever, if you've done that, at the end of the day, you've really only lost 100 if you think about it. But if you put in 10,000, if you put in 50,000, if you put in 100,000 or more, you lend in these massive amounts, putting yourself at risk of losing big amounts. So that's all I'm saying, really. So at the end of the day, my final rating... Oh, whoops. Oh, dear. My final rating... Hurry up. I said I wasn't going to make any more mistakes, didn't I? So anyway, there we are. So let's just add that. So my final rating is 2 stars out of 5 stars. Okay, because, and I'll give it, that's quite a high mark, really, when you think about it. That it's working now. It's making people money. That can't be ignored, and that is the positive of it. Now, if they didn't have all those red flags, you know, if you could see proof of this trading bot, if you could see it was working, if the founders put their names on, you know, if there was less of a tying in your tokens period, you know, if you had a lot of the objections satisfied, this would be a much higher rating. But looking at the positives, which are grossly outweighed by the negatives, you can't help but give it, you know, 2 stars. So it puts it on the 3 negatives, 2 positives. So there we are. There we are. That's how it is. So will I be investing? I say no. And personally, I will not invest except for experimental purposes. Just to, like, test the thing out. I have not invested so far. But if I did invest, it would be a very small amount just to test the process. But that's just it. It's just for experimental reasons, not because I see this as being part of my long-term investing strategy or any of my money-making strategy with cryptocurrency. So really, the message is no, I won't be investing. But if you do, it really is only long-term. There's nothing you really can do. So, I mean, you're basically just forced. You're forced, really, into it for the long term. So, you know, at the end of the day, that is how it is. That is how it is, guys. That is how it is. So, that is my take on Bitconnect, which you can only say was incredibly fair. No bias, all evidenced. So, there you go. So, guys, let me hear what you guys have got to say. I am very keen to see what you peeps are saying. It's getting dark, so if you start seeing the light getting dark behind me, that's why. You know, this was about the time I came on yesterday, and, well, look what happened yesterday. So, Mexico, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, hold on. Okay, right. That's not good, is it? Let's have a look. Have I got the wrong website? Let's have a look and see what the actual website is then. Ah, right. Okay, so I had it wrong anyway then. Oh, well, my bad. I did think it looked different. Oh, so it is still the same old shite one. It's still the same old shite one. Thank you very much, mate, for letting me know that, because obviously it was wrong. So I apologise. So it's still the same crap one that they had before. Right, okay, so what have I just done? Have I just given my details to somebody? I wonder. Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. See, there's very mixed reactions in this. So, you know, Trevon James is in the live chat and he's not happy about your thoughts. Oh no! Poor Trevon! Oh, I didn't mean it. Let's see what else. Michelle Williams, good to see you, Michelle. I saw you the other day in that bit in Box Mining's video, but I'm not going to hold it against you. Well, I'm not going to hold anything bad against you anyway. Anyway, so let's see what else. Whoa, Trevon James is here. It's Trevon James. Trevon James is here. He's actually here. Hi, Trevon. Apologies if I offended you in any way. So, let's hear what Trevon's got to say. Let's see if Mr. Trevon James says anything more after. I have actually seen what you say, and I know what you're saying. A lot of what you said is what I said, but still, there is no proof of this trading bot. So at the end of the day, and you said it yourself, pal. You said it yourself. You can only be taken back to your own words uttered on your channel. So, Trevon, are you okay to do do you want to do a collab with me, mate? Oh man, was that a bad thing to ask now? Dude, get off my nuts. Oh, Super Kid's here. Super Kid's watching. Say hello to Super Kid peeps. Right, let's have a look and see what Mr. Trevon James says.
Like this one.
Can't remember exactly where it was.
Dash took the spot.
Here, I think.
How does Bitconnect work? Let me explain how Bitconnect works. Is there a trading bot?
There we are, yeah, this is one.
Where's the trading bot? How come they don't ever show the trading bot, Trey? Does the trading bot even exist?
Trevon James is now
no, I don't think there's
trolling.
I don't think there's a trading bot. I don't think there's one. Could be. I actually talked about this yesterday on a video. This video right here, Ozzy the BS Filter, Kings of Crypto presents Trevon James Bitconnect. Go watch this video. Probably won't be in the description because I'll forget. But go watch this, Ozzy the BS Filter. He did an interview, and I explained why I don't even think there is a trading bot. But I'm going to explain it here too. So basically, I don't think there's a trading bot because...
So that's it. I mean, that basically the moral of the story is you don't think there's a trading bot. So, you know, there's... And by the way, with regards to YouTube Red, I don't really need YouTube Red, mate. I don't monetize my channel because I don't need that money. Okay? So anyway, guys, Kazon, what do you think? So let's hear it from you. All I want is a simple yes or no. Are you likely to invest in Bitconnect as a result of the of essentially the benefits and the disadvantages or pros and cons of Bitconnect? Let's see what you guys are saying. Yes or no? Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying. No, no, nope. One yes. No, 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 nope, nope, no, 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 no. There's loads. Only morons invest. Never. Hell no. Wow. Well, there we are. I mean, that is essentially what it boils down to, which is that it's almost like a unilateral no. Okay, so I mean, I'm not at the end of the day, and this is a message to Trevor, okay? At the end of the day, I'm not putting down the fact that you're earning via Bitconnect. Okay, that's what you do. This is your thing, mate. This is what you've owned, okay? But I am just saying, essentially, why I think that this is a negative cryptocurrency. Also, I think it's a positive, but largely why I think that the risks outweigh the rewards. And when the risks outweigh the rewards, it doesn't make it a valuable investment, really, for anybody, especially when your money gets locked in. But that's what I mean. That's my own personal opinion. You've got your personal opinion, and of course, many in the cryptocurrency space have their own personal opinion. But Trevon, there's no love lost, bro. You and I, we'll hug it out one day, and of course, I'm sure one day we'll collab, and I'll give you the opportunity to persuade me as to why I should. But I will say this. I will say that I do watch your videos because they're entertaining, if anything else. So guys, smash the likes. Smash the likes if you're not if this is a good one, okay? So I am now going to put my likes and dislikes as the barometer for your thoughts. If you're not investing in Bitconnect, smash the likes up. If you do love Bitconnect, you love it and you won't hear a bad word said about it, then smash the dislike. I'm pretty much sure that Trevon James is one of them. And I'm not gonna censor Trevon James because he's got just as much right to come on and say what he thinks as much as I have a right to come on and say what I think to my 50 however many thousand subscribers that of course love me and want to know the truth. Anyway, so any more questions, peeps? Any more questions? And if you're going to be asking me any questions, please don't let it be about B3, because I have taken this one to death and people are going to basically be saying that I am like the Trevon James for B3. Play the rest of the... No, you could just go watch it, because I don't want to spend most of my video kind of, you know, listening to another video. Yeah, you can go watch it. Go watch it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, peeps, if you guys really want to learn, this one has been insanely popular. So yesterday, let me just see if there's any updated stats on this. So yesterday, I showed you my cryptocurrency trading course. I don't know if you've joined the cryptocurrency trading course. There's 852 students. That's like 120 more than yesterday. It's basically $10 in the description. Not the $50 it says here, or the $200 RRP. So if you want to learn cryptocurrency trading, and there's no mention of Bitconnect in here, then by all means, go and buy the course, because it's so good. I've just added 4 new lectures, 4 lectures which I think are pivotal to trading strategies where you can make insane gains. Particularly trading strategies that I know certainly the short-term traders use in order to have a full-time income, basically. So, man, what are your general thoughts on high-yield investment programs? I think that's what it stands for. I have not gotten involved in any of those because that is essentially new money being paid to old investors, so Ponzi schemes. My personal opinion is I just do not like them. I personally just stay away from them. When it comes to lending sites, that's one area of cryptocurrency you will never see, other than when I covered Bitconnect and Bitconnect, really for savage analysis purposes. When it comes to actually investing, you will never see me investing in Salt or Regal or, is it First Coin? And a load of these other cryptocurrencies, because as far as I'm concerned, just no. Just no. Not my kind of thing. Oh, no. Alright, hold on. What's happened here? Am I being 4chan'd? Am I being 4chan Trevon James style? Oh, no, I'm not. That's okay. That's fine. I thought I was being 4chan Trevon James style. Could you review Nondo and give advice? I have heard of Nondo, and they have gotten in contact with me. So I have asked some questions as to how it all works. So you never know. Could happen. Could happen. Goal reward? Yeah. No. Ask Trevon. Ask Trevon. He's here. Ask Trevon if he's interested in gold reward. Alice, I've covered Alice before, is basically the Japanese version of Steam. They had a token burn, or are having a token burn. And this, I can't remember what the price was when I actually covered it. I think it was in the 20s. I think it was about 25 cents when I covered it. It was ages ago when I covered it. So if you got into it, then that basically would have doubled your money. Doubled your money. First Coin, I don't really know much about First Coin other than the fact it's involved in that area. Suppoman's still about. Guys, if you're not... Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys have watched my... there is something really awesome. There's something really awesome on my Twitter. And I reckon that you should go and see it. It's so funny. Check this out. I'll just put this in the background because it's so funny. I absolutely love this. Okay, so somebody in my mastermind group made this for me. So I'm just going to play this. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. But it's just so funny. It's like the funniest thing I've heard. Let's just listen to it quick.
Now it's time for me to keep my promise. Crypto. This is going to be the game changer of cryptocurrency. The ultimate one. Hot news. Heard it here on crypto. So will I be investing?
So that is one wicked video, okay? So it's on my Twitter. Guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. And actually, I've done some really good polls in just the last couple of days. So have a look at this, right? So I did one poll earlier. Actually, it was this time yesterday, right? Which I said, what's the best ICO crypto of 2017? And basically, as of this morning, Bitcoins was absolutely smashing it. Bitcoins was like... 56%, Civic, Electronium and EOS were like really low. And then Electronium retweeted it or something. Or, yeah, they retweeted it. And their community has now barraged my poll with votes. So Electronium's miles in front. And a load of people were saying, Sumo, why didn't you put OMG? And so I did a separate poll where I went, all right, guys, what do you think is the best out of Bitcoins and Omisco? And it's very level. Look at that. Now, Omisco is considered to be one of the standout ICOs. And even that isn't ahead of Bitcoin. So, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Because I put really cool stuff on my Twitter. So make sure you're there. And make sure that you vote. Because these votes that I do are so cool. I also did this one yesterday where I put Bitconnect looks promising. Because if I went on Bitconnect, basically I had an error page. So... will probably happen one day on Bitconnect. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe. I don't know. Will that happen? It's 50-50. It's 50-50. You know, it's bound to happen, I'm sure. It's bound to happen. How can we compare OMG with Bitcoins? Well, no, you can't. But, you know, obviously OMG are trying to. But Bitcoins is by far the standout ICO of this year, without a doubt. December the 8th, Bitconnect will be down. I know you're excited about B3, but I can't always talk about B3. I think B3's, B3's a really good proof of stake coin, and I think that I think it's got a good future. And I also think that they have, they've got this amazing community staking pool at the moment, which you can't really ignore. I don't know what is Interstellar another one of these lending sites? See, I'm keen to see if Trevon, I don't know if Trevon's still here, if Trevon actually uses anything else. I'm guessing he doesn't, because at the end of the day, why jump a ship that's so powerful and has lots of cannons and guns and swordsmen? Why jump a ship to one that has none of that? Interstellar Holdings, 26 cents. It's had a pump to 44 and now it's gone back down again. It's not something I've looked at. It's not something I've looked at personally. God, that looks like a... Oh, it's a proof of stake. It's a proof of stake, so it's not actually... Trevon is making a video of you at the moment. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Mr. Trevon James. That'd be so funny. I don't believe he's making a video on me. Ah, yeah, you mean he's probably pre-recording a video on me. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably is.
What's up, everybody? It's Trevon James. It's time for some of that good old intangible coin talk. You know, those coins you can't touch or smell.
I love that. I love that intro. It does make me laugh. Sup, everybody? It's Trevon James talking about some of those intangible coins that you can't touch or smell. Love it. Right, guys, smash up the likes. Smash up the likes once again, because I think this has been one hell of an awesome live stream. And, of course, featuring the one and only Trevon James. So, you know, you can't say that this has not been a live stream without some drama. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Anyway, peeps, I think that is it for today. In the absence of any more really decent questions... In the absence of any more decent questions, are there any more for any more? Bytem review. I've never really properly looked at Bytem. So, I am gathering at the moment some cryptocurrencies I can talk about in Savage Crypto using the Savage Crypto style that I, of course, have used in today's video. So, smash it in the comments. Once this becomes a normal video, smash it in the comments. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's live stream. Thank you for joining me. Trevon James, thank you for joining me, bro. And I will see you next time. And look out for Trevor James in a future live stream. I'm sure there will be one. All right? So, bye-bye!